Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and I love adult coloring. I actually have a coloring channel, which I will link below, called Colored by Maya. But I started this channel because I also love mixed media. And this year I found out, I didn't know about Fodder School. I joined Fodder School 4. And I have a video titled Why I Joined Fodder School 4. But today I'm really excited to share with you all the projects that I was able to complete during Fodder Challenge 2024. And apparently in October, there's a bunch of challenges, and whoever joins Fodder School actually has lifetime access to those lessons. And I tried to complete as many as I could. And I do want to go back to the ones that I wasn't able to complete. But I'm excited to share with you what I did do. And it was so much fun. So let's get into it. Let me actually flip to, because this is a sketchbook that I started to document Fodder School and the challenges and the lessons. So the first one was the mushrooms, and I'll move this out of the way. This was like my favorite lesson, my favorite workshop lesson, and it was these beautiful mixed media mushrooms by Tracy Wozniak. And she basically had us doing these mushrooms, and I absolutely fell in love with this lesson. This was my, like I said, my favorite lesson, and I have some more works in progress that I haven't finished, and I can see myself coming back to this and making this again and again, because how beautiful would this be on like a card, a greeting card, like 3 of these, and you could add like something on the bottom or just like that, and or yeah, like that, or it could be so many beautiful options, and it's also wonderful for any mixed media project. I mean, I even put them on my cover here because they're just so versatile. So I love this lesson. Her technique was fantastic. Her lesson was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much, Tracy, for that wonderful lesson. And later on, I will put all these in here. So, okay, so the next lesson was the mixed media Polaroids, and this was by Rebecca Chapman. And I did a little bit of a different take in terms of how I did it in colors, but I loved the idea, and her lesson was really, really fun. This was an extra one that I did, not with her like technique, just because I had that extra bit, but also that one. These are like leaves that I did with watercolor. But these are all from the lesson, and I had a blast. I'm actually thinking I might distress the white with a little bit of ink to make it look old. I think that would be really fun. But I can definitely see me adding these to my mixed media books and journals. So I had a blast with this. It was a lot of fun, and so thank you so much, Rebecca Chapman. This was really, really nice. So those are my mixed media Polaroids. And I did put one in here to remind myself of the lesson. The next lesson was Texture Magic with Stephanie Lee. So I have to say that this was another one of my favorite lessons. And this is the fodder that I created with her technique. Now, this was one of the favorites because it was a technique that I had never heard of, a material that I had never heard of. And I still need to perfect it, I feel like. This was my first, trial go-around. But this is like the fodder that I created with her technique. These are book covers. These are just little cards that I had, coasters, collage pieces that I used as substrates. I used a bunch of different substrates. This is an eco-dyed fabric. So I used that as a substrate. Another book cover, book page. This is some interesting paper that I had. More fabric and more book covers. So this is the collage fodder that I had, that I made with her technique, her lesson. And it was really, really awesome. I learned a lot. I never had, like I said, never heard of this technique. And I can definitely see this being a wonderful substrate for one of my books. And it looks so cool. And yeah, I really like that. So I will be using these fodder pieces and substrates in projects in the future. So that was Texture Magic with Stephanie Lee, and she's fantastic. The next lesson was Pushing the Boundaries of Rubber Stamps with Liz Constable. And I have to say that my favorite new discovery of an artist, a mixed media artist from Fodder School in this Fodder Challenge was Liz Constable, because previously I know of Jack Ravi, and he was very influential on my work, but I had never heard of Liz Constable, and her type of work is exactly what I love. So she is a bookmaker, and her style, I'm a bookmaker, I love making books. Her style is totally up my alley. So I was checking out her YouTube, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy I discovered her. She's like amazing. So with Liz, she kind of taught us a couple of techniques, again, that I had never heard of how to use our rubber stamps. And there was a part of the workshop that I didn't get to do yet, but I will. But I did use some of her ideas here and like right here. So, and she kind of challenged us to create a little journal like this. So I've started it, and it's really, really sweet and fun. So her lesson was fantastic, and I definitely learned some things for the future for sure. So that was Liz Constable. The next lesson was Found Impressions with Sally Hurst, and I put a piece of the collage fodder that we made in her lesson here. But her technique was also one that I had never heard of, and it involved materials that I have never used. And some of them came out better than others. So these are basically prints using the jelly plate, but in a way that I had never used it before. And these are the ones that came out good. The prints that came out really nice were these. And I found that as I printed more, it kind of it started to fade. But these are like the good ones. So this is all using her technique, and it was fantastic. Very, very fun and interesting. These are off prints that I did on the side, like second prints, ghost prints that I just did on book pages. But the ones that really came out good were like these. So I really enjoyed her lesson, Sally Hurst, and I'm excited for her lesson in the Fodder School. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. So the next, the last, I believe, lesson that I did was actually called Sacred Hearts with Carrie Smith. And Carrie had us doing the Mexican Sacred Hearts. And I did a couple with her technique, and then I did a couple with my own take. So the ones with her technique are more like colorful, and they were a lot of fun. I feel like these are a little bit more Mexican than my other ones. And it was really cool to like learn about part of Mexican culture, which I had seen these because like one of our favorite restaurants, Sugar Taco here in LA, the bathroom, there was a mural of Sacred Hearts. It's like a Mexican restaurant, but I never really knew what it was about. And it's definitely a big part of Mexican folk art, which is really, really interesting and cool. I actually have a Mexican folk art coloring book, and there is a page with Sacred Hearts. So I want to do that next. I definitely think I will color that next. But so these are the Sacred Hearts that I did using Carrie's technique, and it was a lot of fun. As soon as I saw her like challenge her lesson, I knew that, oh my God, these are going to be so much fun to make, and how beautiful would it be to put it on a greeting card. And you could do like a nice stack of cards. And I actually have my roommate, my last roommate that I had before getting married was actually Mexican. So I feel like I could give her a nice gift and make some cards. That would be really cool. And then I did some with my own take. So I have a couple with just, and I actually ended up stitching on mine because I thought it gave it something extra. So these are ones that I made using my own take on her lesson. And these are little fodder hearts that I had done a long time ago that I have in my stash. Here I didn't put anything. And then here I have these like sentiments that I made. I'm not sure if it's a Robin Marie Smith video that I saw, but somebody had done these and they were awesome. Maybe Raspberry Blue Sky. Michelle, I believe is her name. So I had done a bunch of these a long time ago, so I decided to add one to here. It's called, and it says Splashes of Color. So I feel like that's perfect. But anyway, so that is from the Sacred Hearts lesson by Carrie Smith. And there were a couple of lessons that I did not get to, but I would like to get to them, hopefully. And I still have to write like notes on each lesson. I haven't had a chance to. I only wrote notes on the first two, so I need to do that. But I had a blast. Thank you so much to all the teachers, including the owner of Fodder School, Willa Wanders. Actually, I believe her name is Wendy. So thank you to everybody. It was so much fun, and I look forward to the first lesson of Fodder School by Jack Ravi, my favorite. It's going to be in November. So once I finish that project, I will definitely do a video about that. Have a wonderful week and month of crafting. And if you color, then coloring. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.